What's going on, Ground Roots Outdoors? That's right, it's Aaron Morstead, and yep, you are here with me on part one of this two-part series of mechanical broadheads versus a steer scapula. And basically, this is just durability of what happens when it hits a bone. Now, you guys want to see what it does in a even playing field, in a even median? Go check out John Lusk at Lusk Archery Adventures, and you will see each one of these broadheads put through the test by that man, and he is great at it. But I want to see what it does in a deer leg and what the durability is. So, with that said, you guys know that I'm a teacher and I do history, and I'm going to give you a quick history and a rundown of mechanical broadheads. That's right, history of mechanical broadheads, because I didn't know it until now. So, without further ado, here we go. In 1956, you have the Mohawk. That's right, the Mohawk. Check it out. God, that thing's ugly. And in 1959, they came out with the Geronimo. Check this one out. Yikes, that's right. And in 1972, my personal favorite, the Pizza Cutter. That's right, check this dude out. And in 1983, there's the Viper. Here we go. But in 1987, they finally had one that was created that actually hit the commercial market and was very successful, and that was the Rocket. Check this one out. That's pretty sweet stuff, learning all about that and learning the quick history of the mechanical broadhead. Now, a lot of issues came, and the whole point of the mechanical broadhead, guys, has always been accuracy. You know, a lot of people were having problems with those big old huge, 2 blades and 3 blades and all that good stuff. And so they were having a lot of problems with flight and getting, and being accurate with them. And as everybody says, field tip accurate. Okay. And so, you got a well-tuned bow and you have well-tuned arrows. Guess what? You're going to shoot darts no matter what you got on the front of that thing. And you just make your little tweaks here and there you go. However, mechanical broadheads, why they created these things, guys, is that, and everybody should know this. One is accuracy, guys. The way they're built, they're aerodynamic, they fly well, and they do fly like field tips most of the time. Also, most of them are 1.5 to 2 inch cuts. Some of them are even 3.5 inch cuts, and so you get a big gaping hole, and a big old hole, and you should get a blood trail. And but the one thing is that I have a problem with is I like pass-throughs. Pass-throughs gives you 2 holes that like to bleed. So, like I said, guys, that's what, the brief history of it and why people use mechanical broadheads in a nutshell. And of course, everybody should know that as far as why we use mechanical broadheads. However, I don't shoot them just because I shoot a low pound bow. I shoot a 28 inch draw length with a 63 max pound draw bow, or draw weight bow, with a PSC Evo EVL. I love that bow, but I jacked my shoulder up and a long time ago, and so I had to give up the 70 pound draw. Now, I've been working out, guns. Been working out and taking care of that stuff, and I do want to eventually go back to a 70 pound draw bow if I can. We'll see. It's not a big deal, not a deal breaker. But anyway, also disclaimer with the arrows, they all are the Victory Rip TKOs. They are with a back cert in them, so they weigh 475 grains. So they do have a lot of punch to them, a lot of FOC. So, with that said, stay tuned. Here we go with the actual testing. Oh, and by the way, another disclaimer. The deer leg, we eat it. It's going to get 8, so don't worry about it. Another disclaimer. This has been in the making for about 2 to 3 days, so that's why you'll see different shirts. So anyway, stay tuned. Here we go. We have seen the genesis of it, the creation of it, and now we've got multiple different types and styles of mechanical broadheads. I mean, you got the Swhacker, okay, which is, I think, a forward deploying, which means it's got a rubber band that holds it down. Of course, the rubber band popped off. But anyway, so that's that. So there we go. And then, of course, you have your rear deploying, and the rear deploying is like the big one right now. And that's like the Rage here and the Kill Zone by NAP. Okay. And basically all it is it just has the lip, okay, up by the point where you see the Swhacker, we have the tip, and then it comes down and hits this, and then it opens. Where the rear deploying ones, the blades are facing down, and there's these two lips are up here, and it pushes the blades down and they open up. Anyway, I'll show you that later. But anyway, the reason why I got these old classics is because you can still get them, and there's a reason why you can still get them. They must work pretty stinking well. You have the original Swhacker, the Kill Zone, NAP Kill Zone, which, you know, which led the way to what NAP has now. And then, of course, the Rage collar. That's right, it's collar. Okay, 2-blade SC with the collar. Okay, and that's kind of what led the way to what we have today. So I'm going to shoot these 3 classics at one shoulder. Okay, and I'm going to shoot 3 of the newer ones, which I'm going to shoot the Rage no collar hypodermic. Okay. And then I'm going to shoot the G5 Mega Meat. And then I'm going to shoot the new Slick Trick Torch. All right. And so those are going to be the 6. Now, there's so many other broadheads out there, guys, but this is just what I have in my hands. Okay. This is just to show you. And there's some of the major sellers. Okay. These are some of the major sellers right now on the market. And so I want to make sure, I want to see, you know, what the durability is, okay? And, of course, you know, with all that said, am I switching to a mechanical? No. It's just, they could be kind of fun to see what the durability is. Now, we have seen guys like John Lusk with Lusk Archery Adventures, who is a beast in the industry when it comes to even playing field and having the same median across the board for every broadhead out there. And so now let's see what happens when it hits a bone. And that's the tall tale sign right there, is when it hits bone. And this is mainly for me. And I just, you know, I figure I'll just show you guys and see what it does in, you know, and we'll see it together. I know I did this before with fixed blades to see what durabilities were with fixed blades and different ones that were on the market. That were big name broadheads on the market at the time. So now let's see what we do with mechanicals. Okay, we're going to do the classics. And obviously there's something about the classics. They've been around. They're still around. These three broadheads, you can buy them anywhere. Okay, they're some of the most available mechanical broadheads on the market. And then we'll throw them up against, like I said, the G5 Mega Meat, and we'll throw it against the hypodermic no collar, okay, and the Torch, and we'll see what happens there. Okay, so part 1, this is what we're going to do, and part 2, it'll be the classics part 1, the new ones part 2. Okay, so next time you see me, we're going to be outside busting this deer leg. Let's go. Yeah, that's right, y'all. There is the front shoulder of a deer, and we are getting ready to fling some arrows at it. Let's go. All right, y'all, we're finally here. Time has come where we're going to throw these 3 classic mechanical broadheads. That's right. We got the Rage 2-blade with a collar. We got the classic Swhacker. And we got the NAP Kill Zone. That's right. So we're going to fling this at that shoulder, as you guys saw. I got the GoPro down there checking it out, and we're going to have some fun. So here we go. First arrow is going to be the Kill Zone. And why am I doing this? One, I want to see what the durability is of these things when they hit an actual leg. Okay, and like I said, John Lusk at Lusk Archery Adventures, his YouTube channel, guys, he did a great job, and I just want to see what it'll do when it actually hits a scapula. So, without further ado, or whatever that is, let's roll. Yeah, boy. Got it, feels good. Here we go. All right, so that was one. Next is the Rage 2-blade collar. Here we go. And now the Swhacker, or as Death by Bungee, Rich Wilson says, Swhacker. All right, there we go. All right, let's go check it out. Oh, and by the way, Oklahoma has decided to cut spring out and go straight for the throat and do summer, because it is literally 95 degrees right now. So, nice and warm, especially humid because we've had a crap load of rain. So let's check this out. Oh man, we may have to do the NAP kill zone again because it looks like it barely grazed it. So let's see. Put the bow up. All right, let's see. Oh no, it got it. Here we go. I know it's kind of noisy. The AC's on. Oh no, it missed it right there. All right, so we're gonna have to yeah, I barely glanced it, so we're gonna reshoot that. So, and I've got another one in the box, so I'll be back. Hang on. As you guys saw, we're gonna shoot the kill zone again because I yanked the shot. So let's do it again. Let's see. Always good content, that's all I'm gonna say. All right, here we go. Pull, 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 pull. That felt better. Right. Let's, like I said, we had to reshoot the kill zone, and now let's check out the damage and see what it did. Now I will tell you that kill zone, it hit my target behind and put a massive hole in it. It's a cheap Academy target. I'm gonna go buy another one anyway, so I don't care. Or I can just shoot the other side. Yeah, check it out. All right, here we go, yo. Look at that. Look at the devastation here. All right. Oh, we stacked them. Stacked the hole right there, boys and girls. Anyway, hang on. I'm gonna pull these out and we'll check it out. We're back, and look at that Rage. That's pretty cool. Let's see what's going on. Now, I got a little bit of bone chatter on it, but blades are pretty stinking. They're straight. They're not bent. The hossel's not bent. And I know that was kind of one of the big things that with Lusk was, you know, the nozzles were, you know, they were the housing, the ferrule, not housing, whatever. I'm thinking golf, but anyway, man, it's hot. All right, so, but like I said, I mean, it goes right back into place. Of course, yeah, you're gonna have to put a new collar on it because that was the one thing. That's why they went to no collar, is because you know, having to replace it with collars. But I'll be honest with you. I mean, if you could sharpen those blades up, I know you can buy new blades for it, so that's whatever. I wouldn't hesitate to shoot that again. I really wouldn't. It flew great. The Swhacker, or Swhacker. That thing is in perfect condition. Blades are straight as arrows. There's a punt. Well, no. That one's bent because it won't go up into the ferrule all the way. I don't know if you can see that because the focus, autofocus is focused on my face. But anyway, if you watch, it doesn't go in there clean. Yeah, so that's bent. But that's okay. I mean, that's part of a mechanical broadhead. It's one and done usually. You know, I mean, you just replace the blades if you can, if a company makes blades for them. I don't know if Swhacker does. I don't know much about them. I know Rage does. And then there's the kill zone. This thing is all gummed up. That's the only thing I don't like about this locking mechanism right here, is all that gets gummed up and it's kind of hard to, there we go, we got it. But blades are in great condition. Matter of fact, they're still good and sharp. There's no, I mean, look at that. It closed right up and it's holding. So I'll be honest with you, if I wasn't a fixed blade guy, oh, and by the way, disclaimer, my bow, 28-inch draw length, 63-pound draw max. It's maxed out. PSC's maxed out at mine's 63 pounds max weight. Okay. Told you guys that because I had an injury to my shoulder, and so I had to go away from the 70-pound draw, went to 60. However, been working out. Anyway, been working out a lot, getting stronger, getting that shoulder built up, because I want to pull a 70-pound draw bow. And the reason why is because it will make just more effective. I'm not about the speed. I want more penetration. I want more of that oomph. Okay. And that's what I want. Okay. But that's not everything. And obviously, because went right through a shoulder blade. I mean, all three of them went through the shoulder blade, and you saw it on the GoPro. All right. So anyway, this is part one. This is the classics. Part two, we'll come back because I got another deer leg. I'm going to go throw this dude on the smoker because I'm not wasting it. I already told y'all that. I'm going to go throw this dude on the smoker, and we're going to eat smoked deer leg. And but anyway, part two will be dealing with the newer broadheads, the G5 Mega Meat, the Torch from Slick Trick, and I might do a Rage Hypodermic no collar, just because I got the Rage with a collar. I might do the no collar, or I may do a different one because I do have another. I got Severs. We can use the Sever 1.5 titanium. But anyway, who knows? Let's have some fun. Hopefully you like what you see. Hit your thumbs up if you like what you see, and you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and a little bell for notification. That way you get all my videos. Thank you guys again. We're slowly approaching up on that 900 mark, and I told you guys we get 1,000. We're gonna get some crazy stuff going on. And my nephew is still working on my merch. That's right. We're collaborating on a clothing brand, and I'll let you guys know more about that later. See you next time. All right, here's the Swhacker. About a 1-inch hole when it goes in. And it comes out